Hello, my name is Councillor Ukonu Obasi, based in the United Kingdom. I just wanted to make this video to react to the judgment made by the Nigerian court on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where the court found him guilty of terrorism charges and sentenced him to life imprisonment. And I want to say this: it is wrong. It is very wrong. First of all, you have no jurisdiction to try the case in the first place. One, this is someone who was illegally detained, right? So you detain someone under the guise of having done something, and you found out that where he committed the alleged crime was outside of your jurisdiction. So by your own admission, this alleged crime was committed in the United Kingdom, and you're alleging that you have jurisdiction to charge someone for crimes that they committed in another jurisdiction that you have no power over. Second, okay, there's already a judgment that that shows that you tried to assassinate this person when he was a ward of the court. So there's a judgment against the Nigerian state. He did not jump bail. He escaped an assassination attempt, and in doing so, Nigeria broke international law to go to Kenya to abduct him, carry out extraordinary rendition to force him back to Nigeria against international law. And you cannot therefore have legality on the back of illegality. So once you have a situation where you've already broken the law to bring someone illegally into Nigeria, you don't have any basis to put that person on judgment. And then the crimes, the crimes you're even using to judge him on is one that you repealed. The Nigerian court repealed the very laws that they're charging him with. So how can you charge someone with a repealed law? It's not possible. It's not practical. And to cap up the hypocrisy of it, you have a country that is negotiating with terrorists, paying ransom to terrorists, cuddling terrorists, integrating them into the army, and saying that these people who have committed heinous crimes against the Nigerian people, against the Nigerian state, that these people should be free. They're allowed to be free. They enjoy money, wealth, protection even from the Nigerian state. But someone who simply demanded self-determination through referendum for people who have been marginalized and continue to be marginalized, you're saying that you're going to sentence the person to life imprisonment. The world looks at Nigeria and it's a joke. It's a mockery. It's sad. It is unfortunate. But at the same time, it is not unexpected, because we know that Nigeria is a failed state by every definition. And it is behaving this way because it is a failed state. If it was a country that had legality, you wouldn't have a situation where this process was the joke that it is, a kangaroo court. If you had a sane process, you wouldn't have the victims of NSAS still being prosecuted. You wouldn't have no person sanctioned or punished for the massacre that occurred in October 2020 in Nigeria. You wouldn't have months and years of killings, kidnappings going on from community to one community to another, and nothing is being done to address it. You wouldn't have that in a sane society, and politicians still parading themselves as some kind of authority and legality in a country that obviously has failed in its responsibility to protect the people. So that is where Nigeria is. But the more they do this, the more they make the case for Biafra. The more they make the case why no sane people would want to be associated with such nonsense. They make the case for Biafra. They are the ones who demarcate Nigeria more than anybody. The Nigerian government is the one that demarcates Nigeria. So it is unfortunate, but it tells us exactly what we need to know about Nigeria, and even more reinforces the case for freedom for Biafrans. Thank you.